this is the final end then, is it, to French involvement in Mali, the end of France in Mali?
Well, yes, indeed, very much. And it was a very secret and confidential operation, the military operation for this disengagement, as the military used to say. But there is now actually 2 days earlier than expected, no more French soldier in Mali. And it's really, really a huge turning point in this entire jihadist military struggle engaged by the French nearly 10 years ago in the region. Mali is the biggest West African nation, and it's a huge state collapsing with the affiliated to Al-Qaeda or Islamic State guerrillas moving forward from the north, the center, and now even close to Bamako, the capital city. So the French have been they have been receding for the past 6 months. The French President Emmanuel Macron on the 17th of February last year actually ordered the military to pull out in a very, very huge operation to expel, to move out thousands of soldiers, thousands of containers. The logistics were absolutely amazing, quite unique in a sense. So they just crossed the last unit, crossed the border a few hours ago. We were with them. We spent a few days in this huge base in northern Mali, the base of Gao, which is an empty base now, a ghost base, which is extremely amazing regarding the thousands of soldiers, not naming the United Nations soldiers, the multiple nations forces we were based here, which are now left to nothing and no one. Now, the key question is what is going to be forward, what's going to be next. The French army is proceeding to Niger, where we are, the neighboring country, stating that the fight against the jihadism is going on, but there will no more fight inside Mali, and Mali is a key point in this fight. So it's quite a new chapter, it's a turning point, and going very much to the unknown here.
Cyril, the legacy then appears to be lots of bad feeling towards France, while Russia, on the streets of some places in Mali, of course, being cheered by the people.
Very much so indeed, and it doesn't mean that the whole country is going this way, but very much in the capital city, in Bamako, you can see entire French movement, sentiment which is quite widespread and very much used and organized, I would say, by the Russian, which is the arch rival here with the French, as what we said in Bangui, in Car a few months ago. So it's a very key moment. It looks very much that the French want diplomatically or militarily to go on the offensive, but the anti-French sentiment is quite spreading, and many questions remain about the other Sahelian nations, like the neighboring Burkina Faso, where there is a junta also in the power. A few nations are quite volatile in terms of government. So the base now is in Niger, which is quite stable, quite pro-French as for now, but many questions remain again about the future in this battle, where the Russians are battling the French in this new war, which is also in the networks, also in the social medias, which is this war, which is called this new informational war, which is really much raging here in this part of Africa.
Indeed, the information wars, of course, being fought along the World Wide Web, but all along the way. It's very evident, isn't it, Cyril, from what we're seeing ourselves. Wagner's involvement, can I ask you about that? Very sinister side to that, of course. Already accusations of arbitrary attacks on Mali civilians.
Yes, of course, there is a lot of rumors, spreading of rumors of fake news, I would say, going over the internet, which is very widely used, not quite perfectly checked around here. But what is very much a concern for the French military, which have been living today, and they were really saying we have been here for nearly 10 years. Some of the soldiers have been involved since 2013. They did many rounds of missions there, and they were saying we just worry because Mali just all alone now. There's a huge and very aggressive move and push by the Islamic State or Al-Qaeda affiliated guerrillas in the whole part of the country. And now, exactly like 9 years ago, when the French, at the demand of the Malian government, intervened military in Mali, we have the same conditions with Bamako, not really at the point to be surrounded, I will say, by jihadists, but there is more and more attacks, and it's threatening very much even the capital city, which was, as for now, quite a heaven and a peaceful, or at least secure place in the country. So much more concerned about the future of Mali and of course indeed about the fight against terrorism in this region.
Cyril Payen in Mali.